Would you risk dying for $500,000? This isn't a joke. It's not a game show. This is real. One mistake, and you're out. One wrong move, and it could all be over. Today, we're putting real people into real danger, all for a chance to walk away with $500,000. But here's the catch, only one person can win. We invited 20 contestants from all over the world. Each one signed a waiver acknowledging the extreme risks involved. Each one knew exactly what they were getting into. And every single one of them said the same thing: I need the money. Some wanted to buy a house for their family. Others needed to pay off crushing debt. And some just wanted to prove to themselves that they were fearless. They all arrive at a massive, isolated facility, miles away from civilization, miles away from help. In the center of a cavernous room sits a single, sleek briefcase. Inside it, $500,000 in cold, hard cash. But no one can touch it yet. First, they have to earn it. The first challenge begins. The contestants are led to the roof of the towering building. Below them is a 300-foot drop. There's no safety net, no harness, no second chances. The test is simple but terrifying. Each player must step onto a narrow platform that slowly extends outward, over nothing but open air. The rule is simple: stay on the platform for 60 seconds, or you're eliminated. The wind-up here is brutal, whipping around them, trying to throw them off balance. Hands start to shake, knees begin to buckle. The first contestant freezes halfway out, overwhelmed by fear. They drop to their knees, crying, unable to move, eliminated. Another one tries to act confident, swaggering onto the beam, but at the 43-second mark, the panic takes over. They scramble back to safety, eliminated. The platform retracts, leaving another empty space in the lineup. By the end of this challenge, 7 people are gone, 13 remain. Next, they descend into the darkness. They're led to a series of doors deep in an underground bunker. They're told nothing, except for one chilling phrase: your worst fear is waiting for you inside. The producers have done their research. For some, it's a room filled with slithering snakes. For others, it's spiders crawling over every surface. Claustrophobic boxes that get smaller and smaller. Or just total, absolute darkness, a void that swallows all light and sound. Each contestant must stay inside their personal hell for 10 minutes. The screams start almost immediately. One person starts pounding on the walls, begging to be let out after just 30 seconds. Another simply passes out from the sheer terror. The psychological toll is immense. When the 10 minutes are up, the doors creak open. Only 8 contestants manage to stumble out. The rest have been broken by their own minds. And now, things get serious. The remaining players are taken to a clean, white room. It's a stark contrast to the fear they just endured. They're paired up. Each pair is given a single console with 2 buttons. Here's the deal: if both players press their button, they both move on to the next round. If one presses it and the other doesn't, the one who presses moves on, and the other is immediately eliminated. But if neither of them presses the button, they are both eliminated. They have 30 seconds to decide. Trust or betray. Instantly, desperate alliances form. A man and a woman, who had bonded over their shared fear of heights, look at each other. They promise. We both press. They say, we do it together. Another pair, 2 strangers, agree not to press, hoping to force a tie and get another chance. The clock ticks down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights flash. One of the pairs who agreed not to press sees a red light above one of them. At the last second, one of them betrayed the other. The betrayed player looks on in stunned silence as they are escorted away. The guilt on the winner's face is instant and crushing, but the game moves on. Now, only 4 contestants remain. The stakes have never been higher. This next challenge is where people truly break. It's a test of pure endurance. Each of the final 4 contestants is suspended from a metal frame high above a pool of freezing black water. Their hands are chained above their heads, forcing all their body weight onto their grip and shoulder muscles. They can choose to drop into the water at any time, but the moment they do, they are out of the game. The last person hanging wins. Minutes feel like hours. The cold seeps into their bones. Muscles start to cramp and seize up. Fingers slip. The first contestant drops after 12 agonizing minutes, their body giving out completely. Another lasts until the 90-minute mark before letting out a scream and plunging into the icy water below. Now, it's down to 2, a man and a woman. They hang there, grimacing, locking eyes across the room, a silent battle of wills. Then, with a final, shuddering breath, the man's grip fails. He lets go. One final contestant stands alone, but the money still isn't theirs. They are exhausted, physically and emotionally drained. But they're so close. They're led to a single, imposing door. Before they enter, the host gives them a choice. You can walk away right now, he says, with $50,000. No one will judge you. No one will force you to continue. Or you can risk everything you've just endured for the full prize of $500,000. The host is clear. If you choose to continue, there is real, undeniable danger. This is your last chance to back out. The contestant pauses. Their mind races, thinking about their family, their future, the life they could have. Is it worth the risk? After a long, heavy silence, they take a deep breath and step forward, towards the door. The final challenge is deceptively simple, but utterly terrifying. They must cross a narrow steel beam suspended high above the concrete floor of the facility. There is no harness. There are no retries. One slip and it's all over. They take the first hesitant step. The beam is cold under their bare feet. They focus on the other side, trying to block out the dizzying height. Halfway across, the beam starts to shake. A tremor, barely perceptible at first, then growing stronger. The contestant freezes. Their breathing becomes heavy, ragged. The small crew watching holds its breath. The silence is absolute. For a moment it looks like they might give up, but then, they find something deep inside. Slowly, carefully, one agonizing step after another, they inch their way forward. They reach the end and collapse onto the platform. The briefcase is brought forward. It clicks open. Inside stacks of $100 bills, $500,000. The winner falls to their knees, sobbing. A raw emotional release of all the fear, all the pain, all the risk they just survived. They did it. But as they look at the money, a question hangs in the air. Was it worth it? So now, I'm asking you, what would you do? Would you risk dying for $500,000? Comment yes or no below and let us know why. And remember, money can change your life, but you only get one life to spend it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that pushes the limits.